Hey there, it's Brittany, and it's one of my favorite days of the month. We have Sam's Bead Box for December 2024. Super excited about this. Unfortunately, I did get spoiled because I was looking at YouTube and I saw Sam's picture on YouTube. I didn't watch the video though. So here we go. Let's see. Winter Cabin Reveal Day, December 12th. So that was yesterday. When I was growing up, my family would escape to a lakeside cabin each winter. It was a cozy place with wood beams, worn furniture, and huge fireplace. Each morning, my mom and I would bundle up to go on an early walk. I loved looking for leaves whose edges were lined with ice crystals. By the time we returned, I'd be cold and eager to race inside, kicking off my boots and putting on a sweater my grandma crocheted for me. The warmth of the fire enveloped us as we sat on the well-loved couch, listening to music and sipping hot cider as a big pot of gumbo cooked on the stove. This month's box captures those sweet winter memories. Moody blues and grays, including dumorite coins, iolite nuggets, and aquamarine, reflect the cold morning sky. Warm textured browns like the banded agate and table cut rectangles evoke the cabin's weathered wood, while copper accents echo the old fireplace tools. Crystal leaves and white pearl coat nuggets mimic the magical shimmer of snow. This collection invites you to create designs that are as cozy and timeless as a winter retreat. Turn on the kettle, let's bead. So this was from Shira. Okay, so then they have a list of ingredients. Everything is usually labeled except for the strands. Sam's Bead Box does have recyclable packaging for the box itself. We've got some candy in here. Those go in the bead drawer. And if you're interested in subscribing to Sam's Bead Box, use coupon code Turquoise to save $5 off your first box. All that information is going to be in the description of this video. It is an affiliate code, so that helps my channel if you use it. A bunch of dark blue. Looks like we're going to have a fun time with this. Let's see what's going on in here. First thing I'm pulling out is check glass dappled leaf crystal gold, 7 pieces in brown. Topaz gold, 3 pieces, 9 by 14 millimeter. Ooh, those are pretty. I like the clear ones. I like the brown ones too. But they're very pretty. I like that pattern on them. Check glass cat, charcoal gray silver, 11 and a half by 17 and a half millimeter, 2-piece set. Those are cute. Really cute. I love these cats. Adorable. Marquee oval, blue silk gilded bronze, 7 and a half by 18 millimeters, 6-piece set. Those are pretty. Typically, we see this horse eye shape in table cut, but these are not table cut. They're just regular with a nice real bronze color on them. They call them marquee. I call them horse eye. It's half a dozen, 1/6 the other. Then we have check glass, long geo oval, brown topaz, 10 by 17 and a half millimeter, 4-piece set. Check glass wildflower coin, Montana, blue bronze, 18 millimeter, 1 pieces. And this is a really pretty bead. Very pretty. You can kind of see, yeah, you can kind of see that it's crystal in there. Not like crystal glass, but they call their clear glass crystal. And that's what check glass sometimes is. And then we have brown. You know, I have to be very honest, I'm not loving the color combo. I was trying to be very open-minded, but so far it's just not gelling for me. Like I see it. I don't love it. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. Open teardrop, 21 by 35 millimeter, 1 piece. Cobblestone charm, 23 and a half by 28 millimeter, 2 pieces. Hammer tone semicircle link, 7 and a half by 15 millimeter, 6 pieces. You don't have to love everything, right? Every box can't be our favorite, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it today. This is really cool though. I really like these. Like separately, everything's cool. Gelling, it's not gelling together for me. Really, really love these. But you know what? It'll be a challenge for me to make something with it, and I'm going to. These are really cute. I love these. And that's a really neat link. Check glass nugget, pearl coat, snow white, 11 by 9 millimeter, royal blue, 12.5 by 15 millimeter. Some might have imperfections in the coating. Yeah, I don't really love coated pearls. Just every single time you get some kind of nicks or dings in them. It's not that big of a deal, but they're cute. I mean, I like them. They're beads. I like these a little bit more than these, but I like the size of those. Larvikite oval pendant front drilled, 15 by 30 millimeter. There's no label on the package, but it's in the box. Okay, it's a black. Larvikite is black and gray, and it's a member of the same family as labradorite. This one doesn't have a ton of flash in it, though. The flash that you're seeing is just the light that's above it. Like right up here is my light. Check 2-hole maple leaf, amber, topaz, gold, 11.5 by 12.5, 8-piece set. These are neat. We haven't seen these before. In 2-hole. I've seen this shape in one hole, but it's weird because it's not a double-sided bead. This is interesting. It'll be great to see what people use those for. I have no idea because I'm not a bead weaver. I'm assuming that's pretty much what you would use them for, but I don't know. I actually, those would be kind of cool in a, if I could get 1 millimeter, maybe even 0.5 millimeter leather through those, that would be really neat. Fire polish faceted round winter mix, 8 millimeter, 19 grams. Lovely. Again, I'm not really into the color mix, but I love this blue. I love the clear with the copper lining in it. I do like the smoky brown. The black ones are okay. Like I said, it's just not my favorite color combo. I am not feeling the combo. I wouldn't wear these colors together, and they're just not really inspiring me very much. Which is sad because I don't want to be like ending 2024 on a downer with this box, because it was my #1 box of the year. And so I guess it is what it is, right? Like, you can't love all of them. I keep saying that to myself. I like the beads. I just don't like the theme, okay? Please don't roast me in the comments. 6 millimeter agate smooth round dyed brown mix, 14.5 inch strand. It's a good strand. Good size strand. Table cut rectangle amber topaz Picasso 8 by 12 millimeter 9-piece strand. Druck round smoky topaz AB 4 millimeter 50-piece strand. Check glass fairy flower woods and frozen lake mix 11 millimeter 8-piece strand. Aquamarine freeform rectangle 8 to 9 by 11 to 13 millimeter 8-piece strand. These are really pretty. I love aquamarine. It's my mom's birthstone. Maybe I'll make her something with those. Check glass fire polish rondelle smoke Montana blue mix 3 by 5 millimeter 40-piece strand. These are really pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, my fingers are stained. First of all, I'm wearing makeup, and whenever I touch my face, I get makeup on my fingers. But also, I opened a box today, and there's a thing of glaze, and it was terracotta color, and it burst inside the box. So I had to clean that up, and now my hands are stained. Not that you care. But these are really, really, really pretty. It's gonna be interesting to see what I make out of this box, because I don't love it, but I want to make a piece of jewelry that I love, so we'll see how it works out. I liked Pebble Nugget grade AB mostly, 8 to 12 millimeter 7.5 inch strand. They're cool. I like is usually dull, like that I've seen. I don't know. It's not my favorite. I feel so bad saying that, and I shouldn't feel bad saying this with my own opinion, because that's what I do on this channel. It's just not my favorite. I do love these. Demodorite gem cut coin 10.5 millimeter 8-piece strand. I really do love these. I love how they're cut. Bicone jet black blue silk mix 6 millimeter 50-piece strand. Really like these, but again, I would be using these with brighter colors, because I don't like very, very dark necklaces, so, or jewelry that's too dark. Like even just stuff with black, I brighten up with other things. So we'll see how it goes. Check glass spacer rondelle royal blue silk 3 millimeter 100-piece strand. And then Check Glass Melon, Royal Blue, Gray Silk Mix, 6mm, 22-piece strand. Okay, so I was so excited when I saw like Sam's box came in the mail because it's just one of my favorite days. I'm bummed. I'm bummed this is not, that I don't love the box. I like the beads individually, but as a theme, it's just not something that I would have chosen. But don't let that sway you. Let's see what we can make it from the box. Let's see what happens. I'm going to plan out something and we'll see how. Okay, so I kind of pulled out the things that I was the most excited about. The aquamarine, I think this was the demortierite, I don't know how to say that. These are the check glass rondelles. I really liked these copper pieces. I do like these, but I think I'm going to just put those in my stash. I did get out the flowers. I don't know if we'll be using those. I really like these copper lined beads. I have these off to the side, but they're not really the color palette that I'm going towards. And then of course I have other beads if we need more. I think possibly these could go towards the back if I need more for real estate reasons. But we're gonna make a necklace. I grabbed a ball head pin. I'm gonna stick that through one of these little guys. I'm gonna grab some pliers, and I just got some new pliers in the mail from Bead Box. So let's open these puppies up. These are some round nose pliers. And they have that nylon inner jaw. I'm so excited about these. And I am just going to wire wrap these, or wire wrap a loop here. These are a lot, I don't know, they feel like chunkier than my typical multipliers. So it might take a minute for me to get used to these, but I like them. Just going to hold that there and pull this around. And I actually can grab another pair of pliers. These are also beadle-on. All my pliers are beadle-on mostly. Okay, and then I'm going to snip this here. We are using soft flex wire today though, because I have copper wire. And I'm gonna have this little guy hanging inside here. Okay, I'm gonna open up. So this is gonna be a pretty delicate necklace, I feel like. I'm gonna open up these check glass beads. And we're gonna use the whole strand probably. Well, at least most likely. And I might need to get out some copper spacers, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. Then I'm going to space out our little drops here, 3 on each side. And this will be just a strung project. So we're going to put some jump rings on the tops of these. And then I'm going to drop a little glass bead below each one of these. And we're probably going to space with some of these check glass beads, and I think there'll be enough room in here. Oh, I think they're a little fat for what I was thinking. Nope, that's okay. What I might be able to do is grab a daisy spacer. So let's see. Well, I don't have a teeny tiny daisy spacer, but we'll see if those fit. And if they don't, I'm not too worried about it. So because my wire's gonna be copper, so it's going to mesh well with the rest of the necklace. I'm already very excited about this necklace. I knew I wanted to really make a piece that I was going to be very excited about because I was already disappointed with the box, so I didn't want to be disappointed with my piece of jewelry. And disappointed is a very, very strong word. I don't think I'm actually that disappointed. It's still check glass and gemstone beads. All right, so I'm using these. I'm going to put that on each one of my 6 pieces here. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like just a crystal drop here, or if I want to put on a bead spacer bead, and then one of these and have that. Oh, that's pretty. I like the simplicity of just the drop. And I didn't do the same in the middle. Let's see how we feel about this. One's just a little bit more fancy, and I like the fancy look, and I like the simple look. I definitely like the simpler drop in the inside. And I should probably do the same look on the outside. I'm gonna jump in here a little bit closer so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. I don't know if that looks any better to you. But I like them both. Darn. I like the simpler drop on the inside, but this more fancy drop on the outside. Which why can't my brain just pick one and like it in both spots? And I think we're gonna go with just this little guy. All right, I'm gonna back out a little bit because that's a little too close. All right, and then I'm gonna snap this on here, so I don't have to use a jump ring down there. And just wire wrap that closed. I like using my lighter weight needle nose pliers to do this. Those flat nose pliers were a bit thick for wrapping it around like I was. Okay. There we go. Super cute. I'm going to do that 5 more times and I'll be back. Okay, I've got all 6 pieces done. I love them. They're super cute. Don't worry, if you did like the other way, I would totally encourage you to make it that way instead of the way that I did it, but I just wanted a little bit more simple. Okay, so I have this Softflex metallic copper wire. I hope I have enough. I have some on its way from JTV, but I don't have any right now. Yeah, it's going to have to be enough. And if it's not, I can just use chain to finish the back. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is string on my little loop-de-loop here. I thought about wire wrapping this, but I want a really pretty, like, ethereal look. Kind of what Shira was talking about with all the frost and the snow. I actually don't even remember if she mentioned snow now. But I'm thinking there was snow. And that's what I think of when I think of, like, light snowfall is, like, ethereal. All right. So I'm good with that. That's pretty cool. And I kind of dig the copper in there, but let me see if I have any copper seed beads that are tiny. I do. I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna wing it on this one. So then we're gonna go check glass. Too close. That guy on. Beautiful. All right, spacer, and then I'm going to go for my aquamarine here. All right, and then this is where I need to make the choice. I'm going to go again with the aquamarine, or if I'm going to go with the demorderite. Guys, I'm never going to say it right. I kind of like how the aquamarine lightens it up, and we can go into darker colors in the back. Yeah, I think I want to keep it light. This one's going to go on this side. I'm kind of keeping them in the same tone. Some are a little grayer, yellower, and some are a little bluer. actually worked out really well. So then I'm going to go with this one. And then our last one here. I hope I have enough of these check glass beads for the other side of the necklace. I wasn't really counting. All right, so that's one half right there. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it's super pretty. Oh, it's super pretty. Yay, I like that I turned it into something I'm actually gonna wear. And then I'm gonna put a bead stopper on this side and then start on the other side, and then we'll kind of figure out what goes after that. I guess I'm gonna try these. I don't know. If I don't like them, I can take them off. Just be willing to change things around. I think that's probably gold in the middle now that I'm thinking about it, but oh well. Doing this with my left hand is the worst. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. I might have had copper somewhere, but I can't find them. Oh, I do have copper. Okay, I'm gonna redo that off camera. Okay, perfect. We have that in there, and I'll do that same pattern on the other side, and then we'll figure out what goes up the back of this necklace. Okay, so here is our necklace so far. Super gorgeous. Love, love, love it. The copper with the blue is my favorite. So pretty. And then I just gotta figure out what the heck we're gonna do up the back. I don't know if we're gonna put the, oh yeah, we could put that up the back. That's really pretty. And then I might tie these in towards the very back, but I don't, yeah, because it's gonna be short. So demotorite out. Okay, I have these copper beads in my stash. Any copper bead's gonna look fine with this because I'm guessing if you're making this necklace, you probably have some copper something. If you don't, use another bead, like one of the brown beads that was in here, one of the leaves. Actually, the leaves would probably work. The leaves absolutely would work here. It's not the look I'm going for with my necklace, so I'm not going to use them. Plus, they're gold, but it would absolutely work if that's what you were going for. I am going to use some of these, and it's just going to kind of echo the look of the components at the beginning of the necklace. You can do simple wraps too if you don't want to do wire wrapped loops. So I'll put that on. And then I'm gonna do another one of these. I'll only have one of these left for either side, and then I'm gonna have to figure out like a bead for the back. I don't think we're gonna use these bicones. Maybe I have another seed bead. Maybe we'll use these smoky color ones. They kind of go, maybe we'll use these gray melons. I think we'll probably use the gray melons. We'll see. I'm gonna kind of get everything done and then I'll... Okay, so I finished beading up this side, but I wanted to bead this side with you. I'm gonna change my bead stopper over to this side so we don't lose any beads. I'm going to finish the back of the necklace with some chain because I knew, first of all, this piece wasn't long enough and I just didn't have the amount of beads that I wanted to do an entirely strung necklace. But what we're gonna do here is put on, if I can find the 4 things that I just wire wrapped. Oh goodness, it's one of those days after work on a Friday. All right, so we're gonna put on one of these, then I'm going to put on 2 of my rondelles, spacer, my Demodorite, spacer, and then 2 more of these rondelles. My next copper bead. 1 more rondelle because that's all I have left. I used that whole strand. Spacer. And then I'm gonna go into one of these guys. These are the gray and blue melons. And then I'm going to do another spacer. So I got to dump out some more spacers here. Another gemstone. Spacer. Then we're doing 2 of these. Another one of these. Oh, I did that wrong. It's not 2 of those, it's just 1. Okay. All right, spacer. Demodorite, spacer, melon, metal bead, and then unfortunately this one was more blue than gray, but it is what it is at this point. And that's our last bead. You could put a spacer after that last bead, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to crimp onto my chain. I don't know how long this is. I'm going to make it a different length later. Grab my end, put it through there, grab my chain, put it through there. Oh, now be careful here because there's not a lot to crimp on this side, so I want to make sure that I'm crimping a little bit further down so I'm not taking up all my real estate, because then I'm just going to be upset and I'm going to have to flat crimp, and we don't want to do that. Black crimp is okay, It's just not ideal. Okay? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move that towards my chain, making sure those wires are not crossed. Grab my crimping pliers. Put that in the middle of my crimping valley there and squish and turn and squish and squish. Okay, I don't know if I can get this through twice. Check glass holes are a little tiny. It's too small. I'm gonna find a bead cover. The reason why I usually try to put this through to at least put a bead over it is just because I don't like how it looks when wire is cut off by the crimp. It just looks smoother if it flows into the bead. But sometimes we don't have that luxury, so I'm just going to cut off the tail. See, like, that's just not pretty. I'm going to cut off the tail, and I am going to put on my crimp cover. So I'm just going to open that up a little bit, grab it with my crimping pliers, and slide it over my crimp. It's dinner time for Goldie, and she's come to tell me. See, look, we can even see that little nubbin of that wire right there, and that's going to drive me nuts. But I will go in off camera and try and grab that without a camera between me, my face and the project, to try and reduce the look of that wire. And then we're just going to slowly close up the crimp. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm going to move everything down towards my chain. And we don't want to do this in a straight line because we want there to be some movement of the necklace. We want it to be loosey-goosey. But I'm going to lay it out in the way that I want it to look, because if I do it too tightly, some of these beads are just going to stick out forever, and it's going to be annoying, and it's not going to lay correctly. So we want to have enough room for the layout of the design that we created so lovingly, and just make sure there's enough room for your beads, right? Don't want it to be too tight. Crimp. I'm just going to come down to the other end of this chain and put it on. It's going to be a super long necklace at first, but then I'll measure it on my neck and cut off what I don't need. All right. Copper soft flex crimps are a little bit more snug than any of their other colors, and I think that's because they played it a little bit more. I can't remember. I actually don't think they're plated. I don't know how that works. I know that they've explained it to me before, but it was also while I was making jewelry, so I don't remember that specific part of the convo, but they have a little bit snug, more snug fit than their silver, their gunmetal, or their gold crimps. And I'm just pulling that tight. Making sure everything looks good. No noticeable gaps, but not too tight, like I said before. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make sure that those wires aren't crossed and squish. And squish. And squish. Okay. And then we'll trim. And we'll find our other crimp cover, maybe pop that on there. Opening's not big enough, so when that happens, I just use my needle nose pliers, put them in the crimp cover, kind of jam them in there. And then I open it with my fingers to create tension that will open the jaws of the crimp cover. And then I just stick it back in my pliers so it's a little bit more open, looks like a little Pac-Man, and slip that on there. This one doesn't want to do it. This one does not want to cooperate. And it might be the crimp, it might be the crimp cover. It might just be my luck because I'm tired and I'm hungry now. Along with Goldie being hungry. There we go. And then we'll just slowly close that up. Here we go. Looks great. It looks great. This necklace is beautiful. I was worried, y'all. I was worried because I was just not thrilled when I unboxed this. But I love the gray blue look. The brown didn't do it for me this time, but I could have gone brown instead of blue. I'm going to measure this like where I want it to be. And this is how long I want it on this side. So I'm just going to cut this guy off. And then do the same length on the other side. All right, and then I'm just going to put a clasp on. And then just a jump ring on the other side. All right, and then obviously I can make this adjustable by just putting on some more chain on one of the sides, but I think we're pretty good. And I can't wait to show you photos of this. Maybe I'll even try and grab one of me wearing it, but I can't promise. For the way I was feeling when I unboxed it, I really enjoy this piece. It's very lighthearted, a little bit more light and airy than I thought I could make from this box. And I think the elements of the copper and the crystal color check glass really helped. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought. Hopefully you loved the box. I'm going to put links to Sam's Bead Box in the description. It is my favorite bead box of 2024 overall. Not this specific box, but the subscription, I should say. If you're interested in subscribing, the coupon code that you should use is Turquoise, so you can save $5 off your first box. Stay tuned for Goldie. She's super cute. And please like, subscribe, and share. I'm really trying to grow the channel and bring you more and more content. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Are you dead?